Thank you very much. At muli ho kami nagbabalik. Dito po kami sa Fontana. Oh. Nasa hot springs po kami ng Fontana. Makikita niyo ho yung ating kapaligiran. Napakaganda. At kasama ko pa rin po ang ating pong Chief Executive Officer ng Fontana, si Mr. Manuel Segarra. Welcome again
Thank you.
To our program. And before the break, we were discussing something, right, about the value of tourists coming over to the country, to Fontana, to Clark. Tell us more.
Tourism is probably one of the biggest factors of income for any country, any part of the world. Philippines has a huge tourist market. Clark is in the process of developing it. The attractions, the local attractions here are actually the best kept secret. And in the 1 year that I've been here, I've been very pleased. I've learned a lot from your local cultures to taking trips into just your countryside and seeing how beautiful it is. There are so many things to do here. Between the water theme park, golf, trips to the neighboring areas.
Yes.
An hour and 10 minutes away on highway, you're in Subic, where you have
Right.
the water parks, you have the zoo. It's a great day out for the family. There's other small events you can go to spend time on shooting ranges, helicopter rides,
Right.
Fly into
Or
the
ultralight planes, right?
ultralight planes, hot air balloons.
Yes.
The other day I saw hang gliding.
Right.
So there's a lot to do. Clark, the surrounding areas, as I said, I've been here just over a year. I've never felt more safe.
Yeah, right. Secure, right?
I feel so secure here. I can go out any time of day and night. The shopping is great.
Yes.
Everything I want is available within 10 minutes, 20-minute drive from here. The restaurants are fantastic. You've got all types of food here.
Not only in Fontana, right?
No, outside. I spend a lot of time outside eating in the different restaurants. The quality is great. The service is fantastic.
There's food tourism also, right?
Big food tourism here. There's any type of food you want, from Chinese to,
Right.
to traditional Filipino food,
Right.
to grills, the best
Yes.
steaks, Japanese, Korean, you name it, it's available.
Right. Does it help that Clark and Angeles City and the surrounding municipalities were used to Americans before for a long time?
Times have changed. Americans that were here,
Very limited, huh?
we're limited.
They can
but
eat fried rice and ketchup. That's good for
it's
them.
no longer that way.
No longer that
No
way.
longer that way. I've had the freshest sushi
Yes.
available.
Steaks from abroad.
Steaks from abroad, local food, which
Right.
not only from Pampanga, which I know
Yeah.
that there are so many varieties of Filipino
Yes.
food. It's all available here. So
It's a passion here.
eating, I know,
Eating,
I
right.
put on a lot of weight. It's great. As I said, number one, tourism. You must have safety, which we have.
Yes.
Transportation here is not a problem because everything is so close.
Within reach, right?
Everything's within reach. Shopping, we have all the big malls. If you
Right.
say, I want to go to Manila to buy something, I say, why?
Why?
15
Right.
minutes down the road, I've got it.
Yes. All of them.
All of them. All the shops are here.
Right.
My tourists from overseas not only come shop with us, they're always asking to go out to shop.
They do that, all right?
Oh yeah,
they ask
all go
Fontana
out. We drive them out there. with our
recommendations,
cars.
huh?
We recommend. We sit with the local tourist guides. We go up to all different areas.
Yes.
Just to show them around. They love it. It's great days out.
And they spend money, right?
Of course.
Every time they're here, they
every
spend
time
money.
they're here, the money they spend.
For the souvenirs, for the food,
Clothing, food,
clothing,
souvenirs, golf.
yes, transportation.
Transportation. It spreads throughout.
So the money
area.
moves around.
Correct.
That's why you say that in most countries, this is really the bread and butter tourism.
Correct. It is one of the biggest forms of income.
Right.
Not only to the government, but
Yes.
to the local business.
And the individuals, right? That's why we, as you said, we have all the malls. The markets are expanding,
Yes.
and so many things being built up in the area, right?
Correct.
So, but I know you're really that aggressive, but you want to see more. What are the other things that you want to see available here and outside of Clark?
Well, around the world, there's so many new attractions,
Yes.
from old themed villages
Yes.
to the most modern of modern parks.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of the tourist areas, we in the Philippines, from my understanding, there are two proper racetracks.
Right.
The
Hmm.
largest one being 5 minutes from here.
Yes. Hmm.
When I first came, the only thing I heard was cars, sounds of cars going around until I found the place, and then I realized it was a beautiful circuit.
Right. Hmm.
I've had the pleasure of racing on it.
Hmm.
I find it extremely professionally run.
Right. Hmm.
The safety is as good as anywhere else.
Hmm.
We, as I said earlier, we did the Ducati event.
Yes.
We had Troy Bayliss, the world Formula
Hmm.
racer, two-time world champion.
Okay.
He sat down, raced the track.
Hmm.
His comments were all positive.
Hmm.
Boy, is he fast.
Yeah.
Boy, is he fast.
That's speed, huh?
That's speed. They do a lot of events now.
Hmm.
They're increasing the capacity. They're building, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 38 VIP suites,
Right.
which means car companies from all the world
Mm.
that want to launch in the Philippines, they've got a new home.
There were some people who had in mind putting up horse races, tracks in the area. You think it's feasible?
Anything is feasible if
Yeah.
you market it correctly.
Mhm. You have that in Hong Kong,
We
right?
have it in Hong Kong. We have it in Macau,
Macau, right?
Japan,
Mm-hmm.
all around Australia,
Mm-hmm.
Europe,
Australia, right?
the Middle East.
But there's an industry that goes with it, right?
There's a huge industry that goes with it, a huge following that goes with
Right.
it. But it has to be done properly.
Tell us, so the people will know, before the Philippines, before Fontana, where were you, Mr. Segarra?
Well, I was born in Hong Kong.
Yes.
I did my studies in England.
Mm-hmm.
I, at the age of 18, got into the hotel business.
Mhm.
I did my qualifications in London. Then moved back to Hong Kong. From Hong Kong, I moved back to Macau.
Mm-hmm.
I opened the racetrack in Macau for
Uh-huh.
food and beverage. Then
What racetrack is that?
It was the trotting at that time.
Okay.
Horse trotting. So when you talk about horses, we know.
Yeah, okay.
Then I moved back and joined the Sheraton Group, Hong Kong, the region Hong Kong. Then went back to Sheraton, who transferred me to Australia. So I did many years in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Then I joined the casino business.
Yes.
Worked out at casinos in Australia. Did a stint in Las Vegas, London,
Mm-hmm.
Macau, and now the Philippines.
True or not, they tell us, those who are used to the casinos, the more casinos, the more players will be coming. Because one player can't just don't stay in one place.
That's
They
true.
move from one casino to
That's
the other.
true. It's a huge market.
Mhm.
Casinos in the last 5 years have been developing
Mhm.
in Asia.
Especially in Macau, right?
Macau,
Mhm.
huge growth. Singapore,
Yes.
uh,
Those big ones in Singapore are in Macau now, right?
correct. They were actually in Macau and then went to Singapore.
Yes.
A lot of them are now in Manila.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that it is increasing.
It's increasing.
Yes.
Because the players also are growing in number, right?
Correct.
So that's one potential also that can be tapped.
Oh, I mean, we here already have
Yes,
casinos.
yes. You have your own
We have our
casino,
own
right?
casino here. We have a huge market of internationals flying
Yes.
into us. We are more of a resort casino,
Yes.
where the customers are much more relaxed. They have their golf.
More
they,
concentration, eh?
they
O-
play
other
golf,
stuff to
they,
do.
They have other things to do. So
Mhm.
it's a much more relaxed calm
Atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Okay. Everybody, when you're in the industry, you want the foreign market to be coming over, right?
Correct.
That's why you go outside to do the marketing of your places, of your resort, like Fontana. But how valuable is the local market here?
Extremely.
Mm-hmm.
be honest, my number one priority is the local market.
Yes.
The local market for us, majority of them come from Manila.
Yes.
We have locals coming in from just the driving range around us, so an hour and a half. We have people that fly in because we are a resort.
Yes.
It's coming here with your families to relax, bond. The local market, without the local market, I have major problems.
Yes.
And I have pushed very hard to develop
That market.
for the local market.
Yes.
Our menus.
That's why even your prices.
Our prices,
They're
we
not
have-
outrageous, huh?
In fact, we've dropped our prices. We dropped them so that we could make sure that we were affordable in
Right.
all areas, not only the very high end, but the medium end. The local people come in now and they're frequenting us more and more. Instead of coming once a month, they're coming 2-3 times a month.
Right.
So
And in bigger numbers, right?
much bigger numbers.
The whole family
Families are coming,
and friends.
friends, and we intend to support the local market
Okay.
by hiring majority of our staff are all locals.
All locals, right?
We
The supplies, right?
our suppliers, 99% is local. We deal with not only the big suppliers, but I myself wake up at 3 in the morning to go to the Pampanga market. Our fresh
That's
foods.
you're really you know, chief executive officer. You have to see for yourself.
I'm
what's-
learning.
Yeah.
As we know, I've only been here just over a year, and if we don't go, we don't learn.
Right.
So I'm still in a learning curve.
Do you still sleep?
A little bit. We have fun.
Yeah.
We do long hours. We are here 7 days a week. I'm here for our customers.
Right.
We do listen to their requests, and if it's feasible,
You value
we do
that,
it.
right?
Oh, yes. We learned a lot from them.
And again, going back to the local market, in difficult times, this will keep you floating, right?
Keeps us floating. We have been extremely lucky this year.
Yes.
Our marketing plans and strategies have worked. We will continue them.
So you have a two-pronged attack in your
Correct.
marketing,
Yes,
right?
we
You
have
increase your number for the locals and at the same time for the foreign market,
foreign
right?
market, we follow the airlines.
Yes.
Where the airlines
Are?
are, we will support them.
So they bring back more passengers who are coming
Correct.
over, right?
Correct.
So in a few years, where do you see Fontana going?
Like Clark,
Yes.
going forward.
Okay.
Going
Upward.
forward, upwards, forward.
Okay.
We believe that this place is and will be extremely successful.
So you're bullish, huh? Really bullish
Yes.
with a lot of
Oh, you can see how much we've invested,
Yes.
and we're continuing to invest.
putting your money where your mouth is, huh?
Yeah, we try.
And we've seen that. We've seen that. We've seen things happening at Fontana, meaning we've really seen hundreds of millions pesos worth of investment.
Yes, we have. We do a lot of local shows as well. This year we did the auto show, which brought in cars from all over the place. The Bikers Association,
Yes.
we had people ride 24 hours to get here from all over the Philippines.
From all over,
From
right?
all over the
And there's
Philippines.
a big group of them, huh?
Well, we said there was almost 1,400
Right,
motorcycles here. From all over, all the different number plates I could see.
Right.
We had a great time, great parties.
You will continue to have a great time.
We will.
Are you ready for any eventuality, right? Even
Try
during
us.
good times and during emergencies,
We will
Fontana's
be
there, right?
We will be there for you.
Mhm.
We'll be there for the locals. We'll be there for our international
So we'll be
tourists.
ready for bigger things ahead, huh?
We hope so.
Okay. So again, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Suguera.
It's always a
You want to
pleasure.
address our local audience here in Central Zone?
Well, we local audience, all friends, please, anytime you want to come to Fontana, our doors are wide open for you. Let us know what you want. If we can do it, we will be more than happy to assist.
Again, the food. What do you have available here?
We have all different cuisines from local Filipino food, Western,
Yes.
Korean, Chinese, and if you give us a recipe, we'll make it.
Yeah. And you continue to train your people
Very much so. Very
to
much so.
continue to develop them, right?
We'll develop our people. We will develop then your needs, and we'll make sure that we come to a happy ending, and all of you happy holidays.
So right now you have a few more hectares to develop.
Correct.
When do we see that being fully developed?
Uh, Basically, this year, I think we will be developing another 29 hectares to complete our 9 holes. There's another project that I'm working on, hopefully that will be finished by end of 13, early 14, of another luxury hotel, some more villas.
Okay.
We want to increase our convention space.
Yes.
We feel it can be
You know what's
still
good, huh?
grown. And of course, with the support of the locals in the international market, and of course CDC and all our friends, and we will make it.
Okay. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
very
your
much
time.
for your time, and thank you for informing our Kabalans, the people from Pampanga and people from Central Luzon with what's happening here at Fontana. Alam niyo, ang sinasabi niya, binibigyan din ho nila ng halaga yung local market. Alam niyo kasi, akala natin puro mga foreigners na nagpupunta dito. Pero talagang makakatulong ho para maging buhay ang isang establishmento kahit saan pa man dito po sa lugar natin ay yung mga local markets. Kaya hindi ho nila pinababayaan yan. Kaya tingnan nyo ho mga kaibigan, no? At pakikita rin namin dito po sa aming interview ito kay Mr. Sigera yung mga iba't ibang mga lugar at mga kaganapan dito po sa Fontana para makita nyo at meron po para sa lahat, para sa mga babies, para sa mga bata, para sa mga nanay, no? Mga teenagers at mga mag-asawa. Meron hong kaganapan dito sa Fontana. Makikita nyo ho mga kaibigan. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us in this interview. You have a nice day now and visit Fontana and see for yourself